All right. Welcome, guys. Hello to everyone watching. Welcome to the XRL X2 exhibition event at Azerbaijan with me and Stoic and Hayes. You want to give him a
Yep.
hi?
We're gonna be
All
the
right.
commentators for this event.
And of course, the X2 boys are, I'm sure, gonna put on a lovely show for us today. I can't wait for the chaos.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of chaos here.
we've got
Uh,
we've got just good talent all around. Gonna be some really
Azerbaijan,
hardcore
oh,
racing.
the walls, they provide the utmost of chaos. Even
The
no matter
walls
what league,
provide the
what
padding
tier you
here.
go to, no matter what tier you go to, there's always an abundance of chaos. So I'm pretty excited for this. I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait. We have about 2 minutes before we go. Give me a second.
You know. Doo, 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 doo.
All right, Hayes. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Keep the stream entertained.
Oh
It's
Lord.
a little
Okay.
cough by Bob. Yeah, it's my fault. I'll be back for maybe about midway through Q1, maybe. But my mom called me. I'll be back in a little bit, in about 10 minutes.
You guys want to play? I don't even know what you guys want to play. Let's play. Count the walls. Ugh. We have got. Oh, it is 12 o'clock EST, so that means we should be getting underway here shortly. Oh, it's really silent. We should be getting going very shortly. All right, we are underway of getting everyone readied up. So you know, just looked up and it was 13 seconds, but now it's 15. That may have been an 8, honestly. And here we go. Alrighty. So we're gonna be underway with our qualifying. Wonder how many people are gonna use a set of mediums for Q1. Oh, we have got, I believe that's Gallimanter out first. Gonna be on the set of mediums. Deeply apologize for everyone on the stream. My co-commentator is not here, so he's... Oh, and Gallimanter. Gonna be going on his outlap. Just trying to get heat to the tires. We've got both of our Alfa Romeos out. Ooh, and the wall through castle. Okay, so we've got Gallimanter going back into the pits, it seems. We've got XRL Dragon starting his hot lap. Let's see what Dragon can do on this lap.
I apologize for my exit. I'm back.
Yeah, you've got to get all the data turned on.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm sorry about that. My mom called me. Let's see. Which data is it? Track map? Yep. Oh, this is a crash. XRL Dragon at the wall.
XRL Dragon.
He's in the front wing. It'll be a little bit disappointing for him. He's gonna waste his first run.
And turned the detailed attire.
Alright, yep. Yeah, that should be about it. Those who want telemetry on. I'll leave telemetry off. Make crowds to screen a little bit less. It's a little bit unfortunate for Dragon. Let's see what his teammates doing. Let's see if he's on a lap right now. No one second time
seems to be on a lap. Actually,
he
no.
Is flashing. It doesn't seem like
he's
pushing. I think it's gonna be a very good time for him. Let's go to Snake.
Yeah, Snake. He's gonna be first to the line.
Oh, he looks like he's pushing. Oh yeah, he's pushing.
He's gonna be first to the line, and he is going to set a 1:44.537.
It's a good time. Next across the line should be Dragon, but he's not pushing. Or Pengu. Oh, Pengu. Yeah, 10 seconds off. Looks like a slow lap for him. So he's on a lap now. He does seem to be going a little bit faster. Oh yeah, he's on that. He's on the lap.
Yeah, here we go.
He is charging his battery. I don't know if he's going for the fastest of laps right now, but nonetheless, still a lap. Let's see. Let's see what he's doing so far.
Oh, we need to turn all the data on.
All of it. All right.
Lap data and telemetry. Lap data, yeah. Okay.
All right. Got everything set. Looking like a handy lap from. He's.
Let's see who's going to be.
I think he's 1/10 up on his personal best so far.
I think Fritzy is the next going to be coming to the line.
On board with Pengu right now. See what he has for us. Coming through Castle. It's looking good so far. No major mistakes. Not using too much battery. I don't know if
we've got Fritzy going P2 with a 145.7.
Right now, Snake leading by over a second, and only 3 people have a lap so far. A lot of people on out laps right now, or push laps. Hanging to the final real corner.
Seems that J-Lab is going to be next to the line.
Yep, the Merc, let's see what he has for us. J-Lab is on the hards.
It's on the hard compound, and it goes P2 with a 145.6.
Second and 10th away from P1, just Snake, the Alpha Tower. Alright, we have.
Oh, we've got a incident with a dragon.
Oh, we do, Sector 1. Looks like J. Oh, the Merc is. Not for. Oh, yeah, he's in the wall. It's Dragon in the wall again. Did he come out of the pits? He has a front wing. He does have a front wing. What happened to Dragon?
I think he may have just.
He might have locked up. I don't know. Coming out of the pits, he might have gotten J-Laban's way. He was finishing his lap. Let's go on board now with the William Fritzy. Oh, he's on a lap. He's pushing. Coming down to the penultimate.
We've got another spin.
Oh, another incident. It's another Alpha. It's another Alpha. And it's Dragon again. What is going on with Dragon? Does he have the settings wrong? Maybe just not feeling the track. But it's Dragon again, making another mistake on his outlap. His Irons goes to the top now, and the Ferrari by 5/10.
On the set of
and
hearts.
He's in the wall again. Pengu in the wall this time. The Alphas are having a nightmare here, Hayes.
Oh my lord. We've got.
What is going on with the Alphas? He has no front wing. He's gonna have to. He's going. What is going on with the Alphas? The Alphas are having a nightmare today, Hayes.
Whoa, we've got a DNF of Dragon.
There's a crash. There's Dragon in the wall. What the Alphas are having the worst of nightmares right now. I tell you. They've been in every single wall at every single corner. This is not a good showing for Alpha right now in Q1. XRL Dragon is out. Fritzy has left the session. I assume it's a disconnect. See, let's go on board with Veli. He's on the lap right now. Coming through turn 3 right now. Oh yeah. He's using his battery. He's on a lap. On board with him. Looking quite clean right now. Sector 1 time. 37-1 first lap. Oh yeah, purple sector 1. Oh, he's cooking. He's on a good lap here.
Will he be able to take pole from Irons?
Not pole, but you know, top session Q1 always feels nice. A little confidence booster. It'll carry you through the rest of the qualifying. Oh, I think he tapped the wall there a little bit in Castle. A little tiny mistake. He's still going though. Still looking good. Ooh, sliding out of the Castle section. Never good for time, but still.
Oh, we've got a retirement from
another retirement.
Is that in the pit lane?
It is.
I believe that may have been in the pit lane.
It might be in the pit lane.
Well, all drivers should make it through Q1.
Yeah, another purple sector for Veli here. He's on a good lap. He's gonna go straight to the top. 2 purple sectors on the sauce. He should beat Irons on the hards. Oh! He's in the wall. He's out in Q1. He had pace. That's so unfortunate. Oh no. Veli, the load acid is out in the wall.
No.
That is
Irons in the pit lane.
Unlucky. That is so unlucky from Veli. Let's go on board with Galminator, the other acid now. He's on a live, on the mediums.
He's
out of battery though. He's still pushing, even though he doesn't have much battery. Looking clean so far.
Do we have another retirement? Okay, that seems to be in the pit lane.
That seems to be in the pit in the garage. Looking good from Galminator so far, trying to make up for his teammate just now. You got someone pushing behind him. It may be Shikari. Yeah, it is a Ferrari. Shikari behind him pushing as well. Hey, this lap looks quite nice from Galminator.
Yeah, Galminator's...
Not much mistakes, nice and smooth.
He's getting all his corners right, he's having no slips, he's doing good. The only thing he really has to worry about is his battery.
This is going to be a good time from Galminator here if we can get these last two corners hooked up. Through the penultimate, very difficult to brake for. Get offline, you will lock your rears. You get to there fine though. Through the penultimate real corner, he goes over the curb. That's not good for time, might be a little slide, but he controls it well. And now through the final left-right flat out kinks. These aren't real corners if you get it dead right, but be careful of this wall where we saw his teammate DNF get very close to it, running over his
Here we go, there's a wheel in the middle of the track.
This is going to be a good time for Galminator. Let's see where he goes.
He's got no more battery left. Let's hope that battery did what it did.
P3, good time for him on the mediums as well. He's gonna, that'll get him through. Get him through without a doubt. So another.
Oh, we've got Moist, who just set a lap time, goes up to P4.
Oh, look at the difference between him. It's 6,000ths. Oh, that would be a good battle later on if they can keep that pace together. Although Galminator is on the mediums, you never know what strategy. That could be very good. Let's go on board with Zola, who looks like he's on a push lap. Not using any battery.
Yeah, I think he's saving it for his...
I
think his current lap time was set without any battery.
Flavor on a push lap?
Shikari.
Ooh, he is.
He's gonna be...
Looks like he is.
Going on his lap, I believe.
Looks like Flavor's pushing right now. I don't know his sector times, but oh, he's looking good.
Zola should go for a lap soon.
Flips the curve a little bit, it's good.
Flavor's lap's looking good.
Flavor's looking good. Now he's going to come across. Oh, he's a purple sector too. Ooh, Flavor's going fast as well. He's got paces. We got pace. We got a lot of people at pace here. It's unfortunate Galminator, or not Galminator, Veli crashed out, but he will have pace coming through the field. That will be fun to watch.
Flavor will be coming to the line. Looks like it is going to be good enough for P3.
5/10.
Just barely in the 145s. 400s.
Irons is still holding the fastest lap on hards. No one can challenge him right now, which is a bit ominous for the race, but
this is an interesting.
Let's get on board with his teammate Moist. He's coming up to the line now. He's going for a push lap. Oh, he goes P4. That was a push lap, and he just wasn't using his battery, but it's a good time without using his battery as well. Hats off to him.
We got Pingu.
Another alpha. See if the alphas can recover. Up to the line now. Stays P8. And Shikari.
It's gonna be a 147.6. Oh, I think he may be going for another lap. Yeah, Pingu is gonna be going for another lap. Oh, Shikari. That's in the garage.
Yeah, garage pit lane. Looking good for Pengu so far. All the alphas have been in the wall every time so far. It's been a little bit disastrous for them. See if we can recover for them. His teammate has DNF'd, which is...
All the drivers are going to be able to make it to Q2 as long as they set at least one lap time.
And do not hit the walls, which the alphas have been having trouble so far with. But this is looking like a very, very handy lap from...
He's going to be 700ths up on his current lap time.
Looking like a very handy lap from Pengu here. Get through the castle section fine. This is the hardest section to not hit the walls in castle. Very tight, only about 1.5 cars width wide. He gets through there just fine.
He gets through castle just fine.
It does look like he's holding off a little bit. It does look like the walls are intimidating him just a little bit, but that's understandable from that outlap disaster that's been happening to both alphas.
Yeah, the alphas have been... We've got another retirement in the garage.
It does seem like everybody is finishing with their laps. Moist might be on another lap right now.
Pingu's 7/10ths up on his current lap time.
No. Looks like Moist is going to be starting a lap here. Back on board at Pengu, 7/10ths up, as he said. That will put him P7?
His fuel is blinking.
He
may not have enough fuel to complete this lap.
He will stay P8 with only 7/10ths, but we will see if that battery has anything to say about it. And he
seems he is going to be P8.
P8.
Yeah.
He does not improve. And wait, Moist has retired. He was
pit lane, so
okay.
the only cars on track right now are Windex and Pingu, and Pingu just completed a lap, so...
As long as Windex doesn't crash, he will be... As long as he can set the lap without crashing, he will be through into Q2. But let's see what he has for us on this lap. Now, he's been draining his battery on this lap, which is not good for pace-wise, but that won't matter too much here. We do have some DNFs, and nobody will be eliminated as long as they get the lap through.
Takes the first turn. He's got a little bit of a tiny little snap.
He did tap the curve a little bit, but nothing to worry about too much. It's early in the lap, you can make up for it.
Ooh, very close to the wall.
Very close. Indeed.
Pushing, leaving no margin for error.
He's sliding in the walls of Azerbaijan, sliding around Azerbaijan, which is very risky, considering the wall proximity, but all power to him.
He taps the curb a little bit there.
A little bit. That won't help with acceleration, but it's still looking like a good lap. He's kept it out of the walls. Doesn't look too bad from him.
Ooh, very close again.
He's getting a lot of understeer, I'll tell you what. I wonder what his setup's saying, but this might be a little bit touch and go for Windex with how we're sliding through the corners. One little off mistake, maybe you take too much curve and he will be in a wall. So
he's just leaving no margin for error. He is just pushing the car through every single corner.
Driving it like a Formula drift car around the streets of Azerbaijan, but he makes it through one of the most risky corners fine. He should be fine for the rest of the lap. As long as he can...
Gonna have a 121.378 sector 2 time.
A lot of curves through that penultimate corner. Now through the final little chicane section.
The final turn seems to be...
The straight line drag to the line now. He's out of battery, unfortunately. But
this is where the battery is going to come in crucial on this final straight.
He gets the lap done. He should just, use the line.
And he goes P8.
Just back off.
And that is enough to get him into Q2.
Yep. Everybody through Q2 except, of course, our DNFs and XRL Dragon and Veli, who had pace. Veli, that's so unfortunate. 2 purple sectors, and he hit the wall. One of the most easy or common spots if you get your turn-in point wrong. It's so unfortunate for him. He had pace here.
This track's just pretty difficult with just mechanical. Everything comes at you really fast.
As we saw from Windex, just a little bit of understeer. You can cook your tires a little bit and you start sliding, and it's very dangerous against these
But
walls.
He's showing us what... Just how close you can get to the wall. And
sliding the car around, not hit the wall. So it takes a fair amount of, let's say, confidence for that. It may not be the fastest, but I'll tell you what, it takes a lot of confidence to slide the car around here, especially intentionally.
And you've got to have confidence on those brakes. Retires on track. Alright.
You have to stare the walls directly in the eyes here, and directly wheel the wall to get the pace here. Staring a DNF right in the face if you want to go fast.
Okay, so XRL Irons with pole by 4.5 tenths. We've got, and the 2 drivers that are out are Dragon and Veli, who suffered incidents that resulted in a terminal DNF.
Very unfortunate for them too. The Alfa Romeos did have a little bit of a rough time on their outlaps and such, but unless we have one through, we have one to carry the flag.
One Alfa Romeo's through and one Aston's through, so, you know.
Very unfortunate for Veli, though. Very, I will say. It will be fun to watch him come through the field, though, as long as he doesn't make another mistake. Right now, it's looking kind of ominous for pole, considering Irons is on the hards and he's 5 tenths ahead of Snake in P2, but not all drivers are using their ERS during the laps, so there is still a little bit of hope. But it's looking very ominous right now. As we wait to see.
Alrighty, so we begin Q2. Gotta redo all of our data because it all got turned off.
Oh, and Veli is back, it would appear. He does not seem to be DNF, so he gets a bit of luck from the game here. He gets put back into Q2. It's a little bit of every
single driver. No driver.
And then Dragon.
Dragon and
no driver
Veli are here, so. Luck there.
Very fortunate for that. They're very fortunate for that.
Oh, we've got to turn the data back on because the game turned it all off.
Yeah.
Oh, and it seems that in Aston is going to be first out. Would that be Veli or Gallimanter? It's going to be Gallimanter.
It's Galminator. First out on track. He was P3 last time, no?
I believe so.
Out in
I saw
P1,
that he
P3?
was pretty high up because P1 was held by Irons. Forget who P2
On the
was.
hards. It should have been one of the McLarens, I think, or Zola. It's one of them. A little bit of memory loss there, but it's okay. It's only Q1.
Gallimanter, however you pronounce his name.
Just warming his tires here as we watch it go around the track. It's always nice just to watch these cars go around the track. It's nice and enjoyable, nice and relaxing. They're very quick.
Yeah, not having to be in that cockpit for a little bit. And
especially Azerbaijan. This is not a good track. Especially for braking is so tough in Sector 2 especially. There's not much downforce. There's not a way to gain downforce. There's no long straights. You have to slam the brakes in every corner. It's very easy to lock the brakes here. And if you do lock the brakes, that
Dragon retired. Did he retire in the garage? Yeah, he retired in the pits.
That's odd.
Oh, Pingu is...
Oh, Pangu is in the wall. And he goes, the Alphas are still having
runoff road. I think he may have had a little braking incident.
The Alphas still are having abysmal time on their outlaps. I wonder if it's something with the section. Maybe it's not used to the cold tires, but... Let's jump back aboard with Galminator here. He's about to start his lap.
He's about to... ERS is on. Veli retired.
I guess.
I think maybe they're retiring because
they crashed,
technical things.
Yeah, that's okay. Through turn 1 here, so a little clean from Galminator. Turn 2. Oh, very close to the curve. That's what you want here. Very up and nice and up against the wall.
Very close to the wall.
Looking very good from him so far. See how we fare to turn 3. Braking just for the 100. Yep, down to 3rd. Second for a bit extra rotation, right against the wall or the line. We turn 4 now, against the curve again. He hooks it nicely, exit out. Very nice traction. This is looking like a good lap from Hayes.
We've got
chicane, turn 5-6.
Gallimanter, he's going to be so far the only one with a Sector 1 time, I believe.
His others behind him are the Alpha Tower. He's coming up to the sector line a little bit through Castle now. It's looking good. He had no major mistakes. It's looking like a good banker for him.
Gallimanter, this is a good line. Oh, but Gallimanter does not have his battery on, I don't believe.
This is a banker. He's going for a banker. Keep it nice and casual so he doesn't crash. As we see the unfortunate XRL Dragon and Veli have to retire from Q2 because of their crashes. Very unfortunate for them. But the Alpha Tower of... who is it? Snake, I believe.
Gallimanter going to set a 120.5.
120.5. He's going to come up to the line soon here. To the chicane. And very close to the wall. He went
yeah, just leaving no margin for error at all.
Coming up to the line now.
We need to flick the tires back on. Still can't see those. Gallimanter going to set a 144.986.
As behind him.
And we are going to have, I believe, Snake.
Purple sector 2 for Snake. He's on a good lap.
Yeah, it's going to be a 119 through that second sector. That's it's quickest we've seen so far.
But he is using his battery, which is another thing that Galminator was not doing. So he will have that automatic pace of just having more power in his engine.
It looks like it's going to be a 143, maybe a 144. 143.9.
143.9. I reckon Galminator can do that if he turns his battery on.
Yeah, I mean, he had no battery on for that entire lap. I mean, yeah, he's already a second up on his time going through Sector 1 with a battery, so...
On board with Pengu, who should be the next across the line. He's using his battery. He is on a push lap here. A bit wide to the castle section, but that's okay. Coming down to this difficult braking zone.
Here we go. Seems to be no error. Seems to just be... Amazing so far.
He's
got heat into those tires, and it's just working for him.
this to see if he can navigate the barriers. So the barriers have been a problem for him so far.
Again,
very close.
A few inches away from.
These drivers are not playing around. They are here for the speed.
He is 1.37 seconds up. So let's see what he can do. Coming down the final straight. Got Pingu, who just went P3 with a 145.8.
On board with Jay Laban now. The Merc, he was P2, I believe, last time out in Q1 on the hards. Trying to make it.
Gallimanter goes P1 with a 143.528.
4/10 on Snake. Where's the pace gone for Snake, who had pole by 5/10 in Q1 on the hards? I wonder if he made a mistake during his lap.
We've got J-Leb.
Heading to the castle section now. It's looking nice. No major mistakes that I've seen so far.
Flavor goes P3 with a 144.6.
On the mediums as well. He beats Pengu on his softs. It's a good lap from Flavor there. J-Web coming to the penultimate corner now. The third last.
Gonna be a 121.218. Sector 2 time. Let's see what he can do on down this final straight.
Down very nicely indeed. Not as close to the walls as some others we've seen.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty
close nail biters.
Some pretty close ones. He's going to be coming to the last. Maybe a 145. Yeah, low or high 145. I mean, on hards.
Although the delta between the hard and the medium is not over a second, though. That is a little bit of a rattler for Jelly Metro to say. He might be on edge if he makes it to Q3. Might be a toss, a flip of a coin. Moving on board to Shikari now. The Ferrari comes to turn 3.
I think the next one to the line may be Pingu.
Pingu on
oh no, he's invalidated.
Oh yes.
Irons is going to be the next one to the line.
Shikari with a 36.7 Sector 1. He's coming to
Irons with a 143.488 on the medium compound.
This is very ominous for the rest of the field. Irons has a lot of pace left in the tank for him. That's on the mediums too. Oh, very close to the wall for Shikari there. He went a bit wide of the castle. Very, very lucky to escape with that. He still has his lap though. He's still pushing on. It's looking nice, so I will say. Although that little mistake in the castle may have lost him about a 10th or 2, it's still looking nice. A nice time. I reckon he'll be around P5. What's the Sector 2 saying?
And we've got Shikiri, 119.278. That may be the quickest lap time for Sector 2 we've seen so far.
Sector 2, he has pace. He is pushing with all his might right now.
Let's see, coming to the final straight again.
Iron
inches away from
may have some competition. Ooh, on the wall too. He got very close.
This may be a Ferrari battle for pole position. Shikiri going to be coming to the line. He is going to set a 143.850.
He lost a lot of time in Sector 3 or Sector 1.
I think there may have been a little bit of a snap coming out of the final turn there in Sector 3.
J-Leb pits.
Got J-Leb going into the pits.
On board on Moist, who is on the softs. See what he has for us. He's not using his battery. This may be an outlet for him. He might be on a second cool.
I think Zola is going to be next to the line.
Zola's next across the line. This is our X2 defending champ, purple Sector 2. That's what we expect from our champ here. Our defending
X2
champion.
Defending. Him and Flavor won the constructors last season, so see what they can do. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 2 right before the line.
Is it Fritzy? It is Fritzy. He's going slowly.
And Zola is going to set a 144.747, good enough for P6, right in front of his teammate J-Leb.
Okay, he moves out of the way of the McLaren, which is Moist coming through now. What's happening to Fritzy?
What is going on? There's so many. What's going on with
and
Pingu?
He's stopping on track.
He's completely stopped.
What is going on with Fritzy here, Hayes? Is he warming up for his lap?
Is he trying to let the Ferrari of Shikiri through, or is he?
Is he waiting for space? Either way, he's gotten going now. As we're watching, Solo went P5 or P6 with his lap. He's on his lap now. We'll watch him. We'll watch him for a bit on his lap. Coming down to turn 1. A bit odd from Fritzy there, but nonetheless, he's gotten moving again. No major incidents.
Shaqiri
goes to the top.
143.399 on those softs. Irons retires with still could have had a lot of improvement, maybe a high 142.
Shaqiri is on the softs. Irons was on the mediums, but it is looking like a battle with the Ferraris. For
the Windex has retired in Castle. In the Castle, he's out.
Oh, has he hit the wall?
Yeah, I think he may have locked up into Snake. That's in the garage.
That's in the garage. He's not going to go out again. But Windex
going to be out of
purple
Q2.
sector 1 for Fritzy here.
Yeah, Fritzy is going to be pushing, trying to get pole position here just to solidify that he's going to be able to get into Q3.
Show the drive, so he is a force to be reckoned with. Maybe contend with Shaqiri and Irons for the win here. Let's see what a sector 2. We can do a sector 2 through the castle, a little bit wide. It's all good though.
We've got a yellow flag in sector 1. Also have a yellow flag in sector 3. Moist.
Does seem like a Merc went wide there. It's okay. He's got moving.
Fritzy is coming up on Moist. It's going to be another retirement in the garage.
Fritzy. I think
Moist may be moving out of the way for Fritzy. Yeah, that seems to be what he's doing.
Oh yeah, he gets out of the way there.
Fritzy's going to be the next to cross the line with his lap time. Looks to be a good lap so far. We'll have to see when he hits the line.
He did have a
He's got a 141, and it looks like it's going to be a 143.8, good enough for P4.
He lost a lot of time in one of the sectors.
That lap time should be able to get him into, that's going to get him into Q3 as 3 drivers have retired without setting lap times.
As a lot of people are retiring in the pit lane now. We have Moist, who is going to box here. J-Leb on an out lap. He may be going to lap soon. Pangu pushing behind him. See if he can lift himself out of P10. Put him.
Pangu has invalidated his lap time.
But no one behind him is on a push lap, as Dragon, Veli, and Windex have all crashed out, so he will make it through.
J-Leb is going to be... Looks to be the next person to the line.
It's been a very torrent time for the Alfa Romeos here. We jump on
J-Leb seems to be lifting, yes.
Yeah, he seems like in the box. There's no threat from anyone behind him anymore, since people in the drop zone have retired. As Pangu boxes.
Pangu and J-Leb making their way to the pit lane. The only person on track is Fritzy. I believe that he's just maybe getting some practice in for the...
He's still pushing. He has his battery off, but it's not
that fuel is low though, so he needs to...
This is a bit risky from Fritzy here. There's no need to be pushing. If he puts it in the wall, that's all his hard work done. Oh, sliding. You don't want to do that too much. Very big slide. Well, what do you think of Q2 Haze? A very...
I'm thinking. I mean, we've seen some promise from the Ferraris. I mean, front row lockout with them going P1 and P2. I think that Irons has just got incredible pace on this track.
He's topping the timing sheets. Only a tenth within pole, and he's on the mediums. So very ominous. But don't forget about Galminator here in the Aston Martin, who's only a tenth behind him.
Yeah, I mean, Galminator can find some room for some improvement. He may be able to take pole position from the Ferraris so far. But there might be another surprise from Fritzy, Snake, Flavor, Zola. I mean, Zola's been setting lap times on mediums and hards, so I mean...
Of course, Zola is our defending champion. He will have something to say about this, but for now it is looking like Ferrari domination here in Azerbaijan.
We've got Flavor and Zola, our defending X2 Constructor Championship, or Constructor Champions.
That is the end of Q2. We have a Red Bull, a Aston Martin, and a Alfa Romeo all out in Q2. All of them have crashed out.
So that pretty much lines the row. So we've got Dragon, Veli, and Windex out in Q2.
With your top of Q2 being a 143.399 from Shaqiri. And then on the sauce with this teammate behind him in mediums.
Don't count Irons out. He's only 800s off. I mean, he can get it.
He can indeed. This is going to be a three-way battle for pole here, Hayes.
You know, pole is about to be heavily contested. I'm interested to see this race and how hard they're going to be battling with one another.
Don't forget about the walls here. Irons may have the pace, but does he have the consistency to stay out of the walls here, Hayes? That is the question. He does look like he has the pace for it right now. It's looking very ominous for the rest of the field.
Alright, as Q3 begins, we are going to get all of our settings redone.
Yep. Everything's back on.
Alright,
Squib.
Squib, VRL Squib, going to be joining.
Oh, he left.
Oh, immediately leaves.
He is an X1 driver. He has X1 pace. He's up there with me in terms of quality pace, at least.
Yeah, we don't need him in here.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's looking like Irons.
Oh, it looks like Irons. Oh, but Gallimanter, I believe, cuts him off.
Oh, everyone getting out.
Both of the Ferraris are
already out. All of our battle for pole already out for the bankers. The 3 we're waiting for. Does look like the
Gallimanter going to be. Gallimanter cut the Ferraris off for their 1-2.
Let's see if the Ferrari plays any tactic with Slipstream here or giving each other a tow. Does look like Irons has the raw pace here, though.
They're all on the soft tires, so this is going to be very heated.
An interesting shootout here.
Got Gallimanter, Shaqiri, and Irons out, which I believe were P1, P2, P3 last qualifying session, if I'm not mistaken.
They were. It was Irons and Shaqiri P1. It was Irons P2 and Galminator in P3.
So this is going to be a 3-way battle for pole, and they're not even a second in between each other.
Shaqiri sliding. They are very close to each other, and this is not the race yet, remember. This is quality. They may build some space here soon. There's a
I believe the Ferraris may be letting off. Yeah, like
at the Merc as well. All the skateboard here in turn 2.
Oh, the Merc of Zola seems to have a braking issue.
A lot of people have been having issues with that turn here, Hayes. I wonder if it's something to do with the conditions here today.
We just have to be glad. We just have to be glad that the clouds have not decided to open up and start pouring rain on the track.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Oh, look at the proximity of the walls they're getting here.
Gallimanter just doing
so nice.
Like just leaving no margin for error. It's
as he jumps to his lap now, coming down to turn 1, braking just before the 100.
It's gonna be braking. Looks like. Good turning.
Very good to turn 1. Good. Very good to turn 1. Coming to turn 2, braking just about starting to the right.
Braking at about 75 meters.
Against the wall here. Take us to the rest of the lap here, Hayes.
Let's see here. We've got going down the first little straight. He's going to be braking at the 100-meter board. He's going to be doing a good turn in. A little bit. But, coming around, touches the curb a little bit. You don't want to touch that curb. It bounces you up and down.
Very hard to get on throttle after you touch the curbs here. You want to stay away from the highway. Very wide.
Very close to the wall.
Very wide. A little bit of understeer. Maybe got to turn in drone. Comes to this very tight right-hander. Very close to the wall. He's doing nothing out here right now. Ooh, very close. He had to readjust his turn. He is not leaving anything out. He's trying to push to his limits.
This guy is going to be pushing his heart out to get this pole position. He wants it. And so far, it looks like he has the skill to have it and the confidence along with it.
The Ferraris are running really close together, which is not going to help with that trailing Ferrari's times.
Gallimanter again leaving maybe 10 inches of room there.
Purple sector 2 as well.
That's a 119.536. That's still not the fastest first sector we've seen.
And I do think one of the Ferraris have taken this purple sector 2 as well. It's going to look like an alright time for Gallimanter. There was a couple of mistakes for him. It's going to be a banker lap. Not a very good one, but nonetheless a banker lap. He'll be pushing on his next lap out. Is going to be a
143.807, but don't count the Ferraris out. Shaqiri is going to be kind of getting that tow from his teammate.
And 142. To the top, 42.5. Oh. Shaqiri 2/10 behind him. This is a Ferrari shootout right now here, Hayes.
This is just, these Ferraris are pushing with their entire car. I mean,
entire being right now.
It looks like the next one to the line may be J-Lab.
J-Lab, yep.
He's looking to have a pretty good lap right here. Again, leaving a little bit of room, but not much to that wall.
That wall will catch you. If you touch that tire barrier, your wheel will get ripped off, mind you. So you want to stay away from that. But some drivers are leaving nothing out here at all.
is going to set a 144.532, good enough for P4.
That he will
Next
be taking. He will be
coming to the line will be his teammate, XRL Zola. Let's see what the defending Constructors Champion can do.
Coming up to the line now. We do not know his sector times, but he is using his battery. This will help him down the straight. What will it be? Can he get in front of his teammate here?
Seems that it's going to be a 143. No, low 144.
What's happening to the Mercs here? Their pace.
Next one to the line is going to be Flavor. Or no, he's on his outlap. So actually, next one to the line is going to be like no one.
It's going to be the Aston Martin again.
I think Shaqiri may be going on a lap here. No, he's not.
Like
wait, no, Shaqiri's using the battery. It's invalidated.
Well, I think that's the first run's done.
Oh, we didn't even notice Fritzy went P3.
Oh, he did. What a lap from him.
Galamants are going to be going back. Okay, Ferraris and the Aston of Gallimanter and the Ferraris of Shaqiri and Irons are going to be going into the pits. Probably to get maybe a fresh set to try to stick pole or...
Purple sector 1 for Flavor here, Hayes. He's pushing 2. He might be in contention for the pole.
Here we go. Coming down a little second, little tiny straight. He's going to nail the braking. A little bit slow.
He's very wide. Get Castle done, maybe make up for it. Ooh, he's backing off a little bit. That mistake might cost him.
He doesn't want that tire to come off, I'm telling you that.
All his hard work would be so far undone if you're going to the wall here. Purple sector, when he has the pace, you have time for another lap. You gotta just box by another.
He's got a 112. He's got about 7 seconds to touch that line to maybe have a chance. He's going to set a 119.5.
Purple sector, he's in here. He has purple sector 1 and purple sector 2. Flavor is here for.
Here we go. He's going to be going here. Let's see if he leaves any room to this barrier. He's going to leave a little bit. Let's off a little bit there.
We'll run to the line now. He has a purple sector 1, purple sector 2. Battery deployed. Can he take pull from Irons here?
He's into the 140s, 141, 142. It's going to be a P5 lap from Flavor, an all-around good lap. Wow.
Very disappointing. He had a purple sector 1 and 2. He must have lost time in one of the corners there.
Yeah, I think maybe when he let off, he may have lost a little bit of time there.
But he should
Snake
have time
coming.
For one more run.
Snake is going to be going on his
lap.
lap.
Going to start his lap here.
I was about to say he's coming to the line, but then I looked at the outlap, so.
He's very close to the curb.
Oh, a little bit of a snap.
Ooh, this is an Alfa Romeo in the wall and turn 2 ahead of Snake. He can reverse into the line of Snake. He can stay off the
he's in the middle of the track.
He's in the middle of the track and he's going to impede Snake. That is
Snake has to have...
Oh, that's very unfortunate.
I believe. No, Snake's still pushing. I think that he thinks he may be able to make up for it.
Yeah, he will not have time to pull here, I will tell you. With the amount of steering lock at the put into that corner when you go wide, it will not be very good. Yeah, not a purple sector 1. He will not have the pull pace here in this lap, but nonetheless, see where you can put the car. Coming to Castle now. Coming up to Castle. Gets his turn done.
Up Castle.
Yep, avoids the wall.
Yeah, good Castle. Here we go. Gonna be speeding back up to pace.
Yep.
Let's see if that impeding if that little incident may have actually cost him or not. Let's see.
I mean, let's wait for the stewards to decide, but I will say that looked very, very obvious, shall we say. But
purple sector 2. He is not giving up just yet.
Can he make up for that little incident in turn 3? Will he have to pay for pole here? If he, I tell you,
pushing
pole here.
He's
pushing to the line now.
Wow, he may actually have pole, and it may not be by a little. It's going to be by a lot. He's going to be coming to the line.
No, unfortunately
but that
not.
Final sector got him.
Who knows what that did? He might have had the pace for P2 if he didn't get that little incident in turn 3. But I think Galminator is back on track.
Gallimanter looks that he's saying this isn't over. I'm going to get pole here.
He's on his push lap again. Sector 1 yellows. Looks to be a gaggle of cars in turn 2. What's Galminator Sector 1 saying? Come up to turn 5 and 4 now.
Just
Purple
flying.
Sector 1.
Purple Sector
Galminator
1,
is flying
3
along
tenths
here.
up on his time, leaving no room for error again through that
Irons
turn.
and Shaqiri are on their outlaps. This is going to be a three-way shootout for pole here, Hayes.
Leave room for the barrier, so he's not pushing as he was before. Oh, going through Castle. Ooh,
Very close to the
that
walls.
was a
He's
bit
leaving nothing
scary.
out. He's leaving nothing on the board here. He wants his pole position here, Hayes.
He wants this pole because he knows that Azerbaijan's a little bit of a difficult track to overtake on. Pole usually may win it. He's got
Very
to.
nice super here.
Here we go. I think this is going to be Purple Sector 2. 6 tenths up on his time. He is flying.
As long as he nails this chicane here, does not
If
put
he
in the
nails
wall,
these
may
final
have pole.
little turns,
Very close to the walls
leaving
again.
no room
Flavor
for
is out.
error.
The Flavor has retired in the pit lane, but what can Galminator do? Coming up to the line now. He's
He's
low
going to
on
have
battery.
a 141. Oh, it's going to be a 143.3. Good enough for P4. Wow, that was an amazing lap time.
I don't know what Irons has in his engine, but that Sector 3 from Irons is massive. It's mega, because no one can match his time, even within a tenth, even with the purple Sector 1 and 2.
Shaqiri, I think he's starting his push lap here.
His final lap here. 40 seconds left in Q3. This is the final running for everybody crossing the line now.
You can just see that train that's just following Shaqiri through that line.
Turn 1, very nicely done for Shaqiri. Turn 2 now. Can he get it done? You want to get as close to the curve as possible.
Beautiful.
Just a little bit of it. Beautiful there. A nice nothing into the wall. Tracking out nicely. Looking very handy for Shaqiri right now. Come to turn 3. We saw the AlphaTauri get impeded here when he had his purple Sector 2. Close to the curve. You want to get a little bit closer to the wall.
Ooh, so close to that wall. Touches it a little bit, but he's still going.
Ooh, he's
A little bit of a slide out of that corner.
I might have put him off a little bit with his confidence.
Purple Sector 1.
Purple Sector 1. Oh,
let's see what Irons can do.
Close.
Irons sets a purple Sector 1. 5 tenths up on his current time.
This is going to be close. This is going to be close for these two.
They are Shaqiri touches the wall.
Shaqiri is leaving nothing out of here. He's playing this like it's Monaco right now.
Let's see if he can improve all of his time, because Iron seems to be 5 tenths up in length. I mean, I think Shaqiri may honestly have this. He seems to be pretty fast on this track.
We've seen multiple drivers have purple Sector 1 and 2, but it's all about Sector 3 here. Iron's Sector 3 was mega. No one can match it at all.
Shaqiri, it's not purple, though.
Purple.
Let's see what Irons can do coming to the line. He is 900s up. Wherever those 5 tenths went, he wants them back. Oh, my lord. Here we go.
Coming out of the line for Shaqiri. Can he snag pull off his
teammate? Can he take pole from his teammate? Here we go, coming to the line. Looks like it's going to be a good lap. It's going to be pole position by 2,000s. Let's see what Irons can do immediately. And Irons strikes back and gets it by a tenth.
Irons matches his time. Oh, that Sector 3 from Irons has always been strong.
Next to the line is going to be J-Leb. Seems to have just...
P8.
And Moist. Going to be P3 for Moist.
Ooh, front row start for Moist in this exhibition race. What does Irons have in that Ferrari engine of his? That Sector 3 is
that
so
Ferrari
strong
engine is just turned into a Red Bull.
It's a rocket. In fact, I'm taking the 2019 genes out of it. 700th between pole and P2. What a Q3 haze.
Yeah, this is so your front grid order is going to be XRL Irons, XRL Shaqiri. That's going to be your P1, P2, and then you've got Moist and Snake going to be. It's really an XRL lockout right now. I mean,
they're really repping out here. They're representing the entire front 2 rows.
They're representing XRL.
And Galminator and Fritz are an XRL sandwich here.
So your current grid order is going to be Irons, Shaqiri, Moist, Snake, Galminator, Fritzy, Zola, Flavor, J-Leb, and Pingu. And I think it's going to be Veli, Dragon, and Windex for the final three.
I will say this will be a very disappointing exhibition for the Mercs here. It's not looking very promising for the season start next week at Bahrain, but their pace, they were defending Constructors champions, and their pace here at Azerbaijan is not looking too good.
Moist has said that the gloves are coming off. He is going to... Okay, let's see our grid order. So I was correct to an extent. We've got Irons, Shakiri, Moist, Snake, Gallimanter, Fritzy, Zola, Flavor, Jaleb, Pingu, Dragon, Veli, and Windex.
I do believe Formation Lap is off, so we will be going right to the lights here, waiting for everyone to select their tires and strategies. We will be taking a 5-minute break here, so bear with us here, everyone watching. 5-minute break. Get some water, snacks, get ready for the carnage that will inevitably unfold here at Azerbaijan. And we will be back in around 5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. But Moist said the gloves are off. He's going to be challenging this race win from P3. It seems we've got 3 minutes until it's the beginning of the lights, so... So what's your predictions for this race? Stoic, you think that it's going to be...
The pace from Irons just looks so ominous, but his teammate was right there with him when it mattered the most. So
yeah, it was only like 900s. I think that they're going to be close battling. I mean, whoever gets the better start can jump them.
I will say here, though, it's as long as the Ferraris keep it out of the wall, it is looking very difficult to beat them. They could have a 1-2 here, secured easily if they keep it out of the walls.
I need to go use the bathroom real quick, so I'll be right back. So, you know, Stoic, keep them entertained while I'm gone.
Yep. Alright, for the lights are out here. Take a little bit of a break. Get your snacks, use your bathroom, as Hayes is doing. For the inevitable entertainment and carnage will begin. I cannot wait for lights out here.
Alright, I am back. Ugh.
A very quick pit stop indeed.
Yeah, okay, so we've got... Wow, it's really a minute until the lights begin blinking.
Who do you have winning here, Hayes? Who do you have winning? Or just a runaway?
It's a pretty big thing. I mean, we saw pace from Iron, Shakiri, Moist, Snake, and Gallimanter, and Fritzy. You know, can't count him out.
Don't forget Veli. Don't forget Veli in Q1 did have purple sectors, but he is starting near the back. But who knows? Maybe a safety car plays into his hands. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, Veli. I mean, quick driver had that incident in Q1.
Very unfortunate. We didn't get to see any lap from him because he did have that incident on his first lap, but he does look promising here.
Ooh, this is just gonna be...
I'll back Moist. I'll back the McLaren. I'll back it.
I think I may, honestly, I'm gonna throw a pick out here. I say that it's gonna be a Mercedes. I think that Zola may be able to work his way through the grid.
Ooh.
I mean, if you look at the tire compounds of everybody, he seems to have his picked out and ready. And it is about time. We are about to get underway here at Azerbaijan.
I will say the Mercs have not had the strongest of pace, considering they are Constructors champions. They have not had the strongest pace around here so far.
Well, I mean, they may have that race pace on those harder compounds. They seem to have been pretty good on those harder compounds. So, I mean, we really just have to see.
The race is a completely different ballgame from quali. There's so much more strategy, tire saving, how you use the tires throughout the laps. It all plays here.
I mean, tire wear plays a huge thing into this. I think that and starts on cold tires, the cold tires through the front because the formation laps messed up. I think that this is honestly going to be a good race. I mean, we've got front seven seem to have all the pace to fight each other.
I'll tell you what, you will be thoroughly entertained by the end of this race. But
yeah,
for me, I'm going to back the McLaren in P3.
I'm gonna back Irons or Zola, maybe and Shaqiri. Those are my top 3 predictions right now.
Very bold with Zola here.
Well, I mean, Zola has pretty good race pace. I've seen it. I mean, I've raced him before. He's got pretty good pace for driver. I mean.
Oh, as we're going 1 red light, 2 red lights,
3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go here at Azerbaijan. The Ferrari of Irons is gone, but Shaqiri gets jumped at the start by Moist. We've got Irons and Shaqiri reclaims that position from Moist. Oh, we've got a yellow flag in the back.
Yellow flag.
Gonna be
plenty of moves going on here. Moist not gonna challenge Shaqiri yet. Waiting, biding his time. No one making moves just yet. Very cluttered up so far.
Windex up to P10 when he started last. I mean,
what a start for Windex.
Ooh, Zola's moved up a position.
What's happened to Pengu there? He's dropped back 6 seconds off the start already. Looking like a bit of
there may have been a cold tires incident through that first one. I mean,
I'm checking with him, see if he has his front wing still attached. He does. Does he have any damage? It does not look so. Very disappointing start.
Irons already building a gap to Shaqiri.
Jumping up to the top 4 now.
Oh, that's another yellow through. Oh, that's
Castle. Someone's crashing Castle.
That's,
who is it?
Flavor.
It's the McLaren. It's Flavor.
It's McLaren.
Flavor is
disqualified.
And he's been DSQ'd.
He's been DSQ'd for a wrong way penalty. He was just trying to back up. I don't really see why that would give him disqualification when he couldn't really go anywhere.
I wonder what happened to begin with anyway. What happened to him for him to be facing the wrong wing Castle in the first place?
I don't even know, man, but...
Very odd incident. We may be seeing that incident report later, but jumping back onto the race now. Everyone's running very close together, apart from the 2-second gap between Valley and
virtual safety car. I mean, they need to watch out for penalties. We do not need a...
That's a speeding penalty. That will ruin your race with the drive-through.
Yeah, the drive-through can ruin your race, because, I mean, it just takes too much time.
And he goes into the back of him.
Valley going to be diving into the pit lane. Oh,
Moist has spun on the
huge
pit lane.
incident.
What has happened to Moist? What has happened to Moist here? That was my running to win. Oh no, the McLarens, an abysmal first lap for the McLarens. Valley dives into the pits, assumedly with damage.
Virtual safety car is out.
It is ending. It is back to green conditions here with Hayes, and the Ferraris have pulled off into the distance.
The Ferraris are gone. They're in the league of their own. Going to be fighting with one another here.
Oh, and contact between the Red Bull and the Williams behind Fritzy and Windex.
Oh my lord. Oh, Windex and Fritzy just tapping.
They're still bagging wheels. There's no love shared here between these two.
There's no holds bar racing right now.
The Ferraris are streaking away in the distance right now, but these two were banging wheels throughout the entire...
Oh, caution!
Just now.
Wait.
Caution.
I got a glitch on my screen.
Oh, it's okay. All good.
So there was a caution between the Ferraris. I was like, oh.
Nice. The field is spreading out a bit now, but we'll jump on board at Windex, chasing Fritzy right now. Want to get back at him for that wheel banging just now. Might get him to back straight, depending on setup, of course. He's very close to him. There's no DRS turn. Fritzy's out of Zola's DRS. He may have him here Windex as long as he sticks to
pushing his hardest right now. Gonna try to keep in that DRS because DRS is just so strong through this track.
DRS will be enabled by next lap.
Oh, Fritzy taps the wall a little bit.
Fritzy may have wing damage, judging by his pace compared to quali, but Windex closing up to the back of him now. Zola's making.
Yeah, we've got Zola catching up to Gallimanter and Snake on that soft compound of tire. Windex seemed to have just been overtaken by J-Leb.
And J-Leb is moving through the field. The Mercs are moving through the field as you predicted here, Hayes.
Valley in the very back. I mean, that early pit stop may have been the switch he needed. Honestly, he seems to be finding time.
Make a move. He's going for a move on Fritzy here. Oh, he backs out of it. He pulled the inside for a second. He thought about it.
Zola is trying to get within DRS of the Gallimanter. I'm trying to join that train with him and Snake.
I'll tell you what, this is a three-way battle for 6th here, and it's not over yet. Oh, into the back of J-Leb goes Windex. Oh, this is getting very rough and tussly between these three.
They are not holding out in this position. They want all the positions that they can get, but only one can have it.
And then the place.
Windex getting it.
Close to the wall.
Whoa, way too close to that wall.
This is way too early to be fighting this hard. Oh,
the Ferrari of
wide.
Shaqiri
Windex
seems to be
struggling.
catching irons.
He does. Ooh, the Ferrari battle may pick up here soon, guys. How about it for now? Will J-Leb have the pace and Fritzy? Oh, Fritzy!
That's a caution.
Fritzy spun it. Its front wing is gone.
Fritzy is spun into the barrier.
Fritzy has spun it and he's stopped. He's waiting for everyone to move. His front wing is still intact, but that will not be good for his race chances.
Oh, hard to back out. He's got to wait on all those cars.
Stay away from people, Fritzy. Onto the position change by the Alfa Romeo. Side by side through here. Oh, what a move. What a move from Dragon.
Dragon just flying. Oh, and Moist isn't out either. He says, I want this position. I'm going to get this win. He's got DRS.
It's a three-way battle. Three-way battle at turn 1. They go 3 wide for a second.
Just
they will
pushing
go 3
with
wide.
his entire car. Fritzy, retirement.
On the
I believe that was the DNF.
Oh,
I believe.
And I believe there was contact between the McLaren and Pengu there. There is a Williams in the wall. I believe it's a safety car. Yep, safety car now. Fritzy did hit the wall to the fast left.
Veli gets that free pit stop because he was right there at it. This is good for Veli to gain any sort of time from the front runners who may be pitting. He's going to be boxing for the hard tire.
These Ferraris were closing up to each other, I tell you. We almost had a battle for the lead between the Ferraris here. But what a start so far. The first 4 laps filled with absolute just joy and entertainment.
Oh, Flavor retired from the session. I thought he was disqualified for that wrong way incident.
That was a little bit odd from Flavor's disqualification.
I wonder what happened with Fritzy. He seemed to have just been on the straight. I don't know if that was a DNF.
He spun it on the curve that Iron just going through now. I'm trying to defend against J-Leb behind.
No, Fritzy retired, which brought this safety car out.
Oh yeah, Fritzy to the left-right, the fast left-right chicane. I believe he may have had wing damage or clipped the wall, and he was in the tire barrier we were talking about in qualifying. Very dangerous to get close to that wall, but it does give you time the closer you get.
It seems that the Ferraris are maybe going for a double stop here. I mean, they've really got to work together as teammates, but they seem to be opponents here. Shaqiri looks like he's going to be boxing. No, he stays out with irons. He's going to do the long run.
I think it's too early. I think that they believe it's too early for the mediums right now. But will Zola box is on the softs is my question.
This is a perfect opportunity
to go long.
For Zola.
And he does box. He does box. He may be going to the hard. He may be going long here, Zola. That is the right play in my books. As the rest are catching
those softs gained him both positions box. All the way from P8, P7. So I mean,
boxes as well.
It's a Mercedes double stop. Do they get it? No, J-Leb has to stop.
Oh, he's going to mediums again. J-Leb's going to medium. He's going for a 2-stop. J-Leb's going for a 2-stop here.
He's kind of waiting for that late safety car. Maybe the tire wear can get to someone and cause an incident.
Veli's going to go long here. Veli's going to go long. He's the only one on the hards. He's the only one that boxed for the hards here.
Dragon getting a new front wing in that pit lane, and Veli may be able to jump Dragon. Yeah, Veli jumps Dragon on the pits.
Ah, very fortunate from Veli indeed. That'll help him in his chase seasons in the top 10 now, the points paying positions. If this were the season, the real season start at least.
Seems that Veli is the only one on hards right now. Veli's going to play the long game with these guys and wait for their mediums to get out.
Of course, season 9, round 1 will begin next week at Bahrain. We will join you again then at the same time, at 5 p.m. BST, I believe. We hope you join us for this.
That's going to be a good race because that's going to pretty much line up the championship right there. Whoever gets that first race win.
This season's looking very promising so far.
Wow, wait, Windex was dead last. He's up into 5th right now. This is a good race from Windex so far.
Windex had a flying start.
Oh, Veli!
Valley's retired.
Valley retired.
He's in Castle. He's crashing Castle. I think Dragon's with him. He's hit the wall going towards Castle.
Yeah, he
So
hit the
unfortunate.
wall. Oh, that is so unfortunate from Valley.
So unfortunate. Oh, the quality and the race. Very abysmal day for Valley today.
DNF, like, stricken. They've just been DNFs left and right for these guys. I mean,
he's very fortunate in the start of the
oh
season.
my
God,
Dragon
come back stronger.
bumps the curb and almost loses the car completely coming out of that final turn.
Oh. Under safety car right now. Oh, what a start to the race. Windex is the biggest gainer here, I'll say.
Yeah, I mean, from dead last all the way up to 5th. I mean, if this guy can hold on to his position, I think that he may have a good chance to get a podium, maybe.
Well, maybe the Ferraris still are equal in pace, so who knows? Maybe they might have a battle soon. Ready for the safety car to end here. Dragon's catching up with the back of the pack about now. The safety car may be in at the end of this lap.
This is just chaos so far from all the drivers. I mean, there's a safety car this early. I mean, 20 laps are going to be remaining. Maybe, I think safety car may be in this lap.
That's how it has been thoroughly entertaining so far.
You've got some really close battles.
That battle for 6 has been very entertaining to watch, and hopefully there's more of that throughout the next 20 laps. But
and it seems that Gallimanter and Snake have been pulled towards the Ferraris, so the Ferraris can't walk away with this now.
It's going to be a very close race here. Not to mention the people who are on the fresh tires will have the pace to make it through.
Yeah, Dragon, J-Lab, and Zolo. I mean, all those fresh mediums compared to the others with the 5. Oh, Windex barely misses the barrier there, scrubs it a bit.
It's on the safety car. People do not need to be taking risks here. Just wait for safety car to end and then make your moves. Stay away from the walls, keep out of the walls. A race of attrition, Baku is, as they say.
This is just going to be a race of sheer strategy and pace. I mean, we've got the front 4, front 5, front 6. I mean, they've got really good pace.
Coming in, and the safety car is coming in, Hayes. We're going to have a restart here.
We're going to be having a restart. Let's see how this restart is going to go. Let's hope that turn 1, the entire lap of the restart is going to be all clear and good.
And Shaqiri is going to attack his teammate here. He's very close to the back of him.
Shaqiri is going to try to jump Irons off the start the minute they see the checkered flag. I don't know here, man. I mean,
green flag. Green flag.
Yeah, green flag there. They got okay, and here we go again. Irons immediately jumps him. There's already a 2/3 gap between him and Shaqiri. Let's see, can Shaqiri make use of that slipstream? It's going to be no. Irons going to stay in the lead.
Ooh, AlphaTauri very close to the wall behind. Snake may be pushing to keep with this pack here. He may want to. Ooh, Shaqiri very close to the wall. These guys are pushing.
Shaqiri and Irons, even on the just battery usage, they're not pushing. They're like, we're going to wait for Zola makes a position up off Pingu.
So, yeah, Zola has got past the Alfa Romeo. Jump back to the midfield, see what
and now he's going to be after Windex.
Alfa Romeo very wide.
Of Pingu just goes wide.
Into the escape road there. Pingu, has he kept his front wing? He has kept his front wing intact.
His front wing is intact. Dragon gets on J-Lab. Let's see what Zola can do on Windex. Going to be on the fresher mediums. Windex,
Windex very squirrely from Castle. Zola biding his time, round the outside in Castle.
Zola's got him.
Here. He backs off, lets Windex go, does not want to fight this yet. And there's a position change up ahead as these 6. Oh, a 6-way battle for 4th, it would seem.
Wow, Zola's down to 7th. Oh, that was not good for Zola, that move. And it seems that Irons is starting to pull away from his teammate Shaqiri now.
Oh, Snake may be making a move on Galminator here down to turn 1.
Snake going to be using that battery. going to be trying to take advantage of that slipstream, but I think he's just way too far back.
Slipstream, I do not think that Snake will make the move here. He thinks about it.
Oh, Moist is going for it on Windex.
Further
he
back,
backs
yes, Moist will go
out.
for Windex. He backs out of it. Oh, but down back behind the Mercs are getting a little bit close together. Oh, very squirrely from Zola there.
Slide. Oh, that's an incident from an Alfa Romeo. That's Dragon spinning off.
Dragon spun off again. A very, very abysmal day for the Alfa Romeos.
Moist
oh, and
jumps
Moist is making the
Windex. Here we
move.
go. Windex is going to try to fight back.
And he goes for it. He might tag him. No, they keep it clean. They keep it clean.
That's another caution from an Alfa Romeo.
I'll tell you, the Alfa Romeos have had a very, very atrocious day today.
Okay, Zola is going to be all over the back of Windex, going through, getting ready to go through Castle. There's another caution. There's Gallimander.
Oh, and Aston,
in the middle of
the
track.
Shaqiri
is out of the race.
And Shaqiri has crashed. It's all kicking off. Shaqiri's in the wall here. It's all kicking off here. On lap 8, safety car is out again. It is all kicked off here.
Here we go. Now that I don't think there's going to be anyone to contest irons here unless Moist and Snake can catch him.
2 contenders for the win out within seconds of each other. The race has flipped entirely on its head here, FaZe.
We've got the front 2, just one of them's out. We've got...
This is just an Alfa Romeo wide again in Castle. We go under safety car for the second time this race. Lap 8 of 26 here. This race has just flipped on its head completely. 2 runners from the race out of the running. One with the broken front wing. One completely DNF'd within seconds of each other. What a race we've had so far.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Moist in the McLaren seems to be going in. Yeah, everyone's going into the pit lane. Besides Zola. Zola's going to make that jump with that earlier pit stop. And then as a Mercedes 1-2.
So greatly from this. What a strategical play for the both of them. 1-2. And I doubted them. I may need to apologize to them later because my word, what a strategical move from them.
Mercedes with that double stop, benefiting off of the safety car. Gallimander's going to be going on softs, probably going to try to make up that time and make up all those positions that he lost with that unfortunate spin.
I will say that it might not be the best of strategies here, considering the car is still heavy. The softs might not have that good or that longevity and speed advantage that he's hoping for. You may just overheat the softs and you will run out of grip fast with the car weight. It may not be the right move here from Gallimander.
We've got Dragon going on soft compound too. I mean, these guys are just...
They're going all out. They're going for broke here.
Yeah, they are not going to let up. It's over now. They're going to push.
They're going for broke here, Hayes. This race is nowhere near done yet.
It is only lap 9, and we have got 4 retirements, 3 from terminal damage, and I think 1 for a wrongful DSQ.
We wait for everyone to come back under the safety car. What are your predictions? Mid-race predictions, Hayes.
Mid-race predictions. I think that the Mercedes are going to be able to keep it so far because Jaleb may be able to hold up for his teammate Zola, who may actually be able to get a gap, and when he gets a gap, it's over.
I will say, Irons behind them. I wonder if he'll be aggressive off the restart and want to get back in the lead right away, or knowing he has the pace, if he'll hang back and wait for his chance. Because Snake behind him will be pressing him, even though he is on the hards. He will be pressing for that position.
They're all going to be so just pushing everyone all over the track. This could go either way now. It could go the way of Zola, Iron, Snake, Moist, Gallimander. It could go anyone's way. There's no
We have no
clear
idea
winner.
which way the pendulum is swinging right now, but I am all in to find out. I cannot wait. We're not even halfway done, and the amount of action we've had so far is enough to fill me for the day.
Yeah, we've seen some great action, some great battles coming through these early laps. And I have 16 laps remaining so far. I mean, it's been a pretty good race.
Well, And we are waiting for the last Alfa Romeo of Dragon to catch up before the safety car can go in. So they're catching up to the back of the pack now. So far, no one has any penalties.
Yeah, so far, I mean, everyone's kept it clean. I mean,
they've seen a lot of contact, a little bit of extending at Castle, but no one has any penalties.
yeah, it's been dare I say it, it's been an all-out war for these positions. I mean,
And that's what we like. It's no war with penalties and push for time. It's just straight. Where you are on track is where you finish. What we like here.
Windex from dead last all the way up to 6th. This race is just go screaming his way. Did Dragon just get an overtake on Pinky? No, it doesn't seem. Maybe a visual glitch, but
maybe. The safety car should be in at the end of this lap. Everyone has caught up to the pack now. We will see in a couple corners time. Let's see what JLab does for Zola. Will he attack his team or will he buy
I think JLab strategically would be better off holding off for Zola, because I mean,
strategically, yeah, it makes sense.
Wear down Iron's mediums, so from all that fighting, so when he gets to Zola, Zola's got the tire advantage on those older mediums that he has.
If I were in his shoes, I would back off a little bit on this restart and just give him some space to protect him from Iron. So we just in the slipstream to help with the defense, but they're running a completely different strategy from the Ferraris here. So I wouldn't battle your teammate too hard.
So far, it's red versus blue, and blue seems to be winning right out now.
And the safety car is in this lap. It will be going green here shortly. Zola controls the restart.
Safety car is going to be inching its way towards the pit lane. And safety car is entering the pit lane now.
And he's going. Zola is going.
Zola is
going. Not attacking him.
JLab already a gap between Irons all over the back of JLab though. Is they're going to be able to
make the move? He's
moved. I don't think Irons is going to be able to make the move stick.
You can't get him around the outside.
Irons is going to try to get it.
Oh, he's in the wall.
There's already a second gap for Zola. JLab's playing the team game here, and it is working out amazingly.
I do not think Iron has front wing damage, but that was very perilously close to damage there. He did tap the wall with some force, but he's not going to go for the move here. Snake is closing up to the back of him. Nothing happening just yet, but
Zola used that battery, which is going to give.
Oh, and in the background, Windex and one of the Alphas have made contact.
Windex.
And in
he's got.
The Alphas have made contact.
Making contact with one another.
And in the wall for good measure too. Alfa Romeo. They just need to finish off this day cleanly to repair their confidence and they boost them for next week. This has been very.
Irons is going for it on JLab around the castle. I think Irons made contact.
I think JLab's been in the wall. He may have front wing damage here. But that's going to leave his teammate Zola in very bad state.
Being hung out to dry right now.
Zola lets him pass. Snake in the background.
Zola says that it's not worth all of that.
Moist and Snake going wheel to wheel through here. Oh, and they bang wheels. This is not a place for a move, but they make it work somehow. And Irons has got past Zola. Zola's pulling to the inside.
And that's a safety car.
That's a full safety again. I wonder if it's for debris. No one's DNF'd yet. Oh yeah, one of the Mercs are missing the front wing. Oh, very unfortunate. That strategy was going to play into their hands very nicely. But you know what this is? What all these safety cars are doing, Hayes? This is helping Snake out massively. All the mediums runner have to box again, but Snake can just save his hard tires under the safety car and maybe go to the end.
I mean, Snake's gonna have the strategy here. I mean, it's working so far because all of those he knew that all of those medium runners were gonna fight to get a position, and
the top three have stayed out.
Windex up at a 4th already. This guy's having a phenomenal race. Zola's going to be going into the pit lane to put on those new hards, which are probably going to get him to the end.
But hey, Windex is on the hards as well. With some tire saving, he's in for a podium here.
Because, I mean, Moist tires are just going to fall off quicker, I mean.
Windex is the true underdog in this race. He started P13, he's up to P4 now on the hards. The strategy's played fairly well into his hands. We don't know about the pace. There's been a lot of incidents. We don't know if he will get post-race penalties, but for right now, it is looking very good for Windex and Snake.
We cannot say if post-race penalties are going to be given, because that's the steward's decision, not ours. So
there's been an abundance of contact in this race, so we do not know the full situation yet, but it's been very entertaining for now, I will say that.
We'll see when the stewards release their notes and their opinions.
It's the last to the pit. The boxers are coming through now, catching up to the back to the safety car.
I think safety car maybe next lap. I mean, this is going to be... I mean, this is chaotic. I mean, 13 laps are going to be left to go. I mean, Zola, Gallimanter, J-Lab on those hards, they may actually be able to make it to the end.
There's still half the race left, mind you. So far, we haven't seen a red flag yet.
Yeah, we have not seen one yet. I mean, there's been a build-up in debris on the track, but I mean, I haven't seen one yet. I mean,
seen a lot of spins, a lot of debris, but no major crashes yet. I mean, there was Shaqiri in the wall, but it wasn't a massive pileup, so maybe get a red flag, but 9 runners left. That should reduce the incidents a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna have... This is gonna be another interesting safety car restart, because I mean, Snake is gonna be eager to get this on, and just completely try to push through irons on turn 1.
If I were him, I might work with irons to pull away, because he does seem to have the pace over moist, and he does have the hard, so if he just bides his time...
Yeah, I'd probably just try to stick in irons DRS for as long as I can, just use that slipstream to my advantage.
Just wait for his mediums to wear away. He's on the hards. He will have the tire advantage later in this race. If I were Snake, I wouldn't be pushing too hard to get irons his position.
But the only thing that could probably damage Snake is a late safety car, and irons could pit for maybe a fresh set of sauce.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad, but we will not know the gaps at that point.
Track position is really what's mattering right now. I mean, so far, I mean, Merck had an amazing thing going, and they're down to P6 and P9. I mean, disastrous.
Okay.
Let's see, we've got Windex still. Gonna be Gallimanter with an overtake under safety car. What on earth is going on? Let's see, I believe it. Yeah, safety car is in this lap, so we're gonna see some pretty good racing. Not pretty bad. It's all messed up, but we're gonna see some pretty good racing coming from the front 5, really. All been in contention for a spot in the points, and yeah. Oh, and it's underway here. We've got Irons. Irons going to extend his lead by 4/10. We've got Windex maybe contending for a podium right now. He's going to try to get this on with, and Windex is going to try to go the long way around and just does not make it stick. We've got...
Apologize again. I'm back. What's happened so far? We're back in the green positions.
Yeah, Windex tried to go the long way around through turn 1 or turn 2 and just could not make it stick and lost so many positions.
And Moist has got past Snake on his medium. He's going to be pressing for irons now. So far, not much happening. Behind in the midfield, everyone make it to castle. Oh, and Windex is in the wall!
Windex is into the wall! That's the
Windex,
wing, and
all
that's
his
going to be a
hard work.
virtual safety car.
All his hard work is gone again, Windex. Oh, very unfortunate. And virtual safety car is out. Windex is all of his hard work. Wait, back to P4. It is all undone. And he will have front wing damage from that. Let's go on board with him now to check. It was a very big hit. Yep, and his front wing is gone. Very, very, very unfortunate for Windex here. He will be hoping for a safety car to bring him back into this. VSC now. This Iron is still leading by a second and a half over Moist now, who's got past Snake.
Yeah, I mean, this is just...
The leads actually remain pretty close together, you know. I expected the gap to be pull out a little bit, judging from qualifying, but it's actually stayed relatively close.
Oh!
Windex. Oh, and Windex speeds in the pit lane. Oh, Windex. He was doing so well up until now. Very, 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 very sad to see him end up like this. He's on to the softs now. The softs may be a little bit risky for 10 laps. I would say they go about 6 to 8 here. But nonetheless, he'll have that pace advantage on a restart. Not a full safety car, but we're back into green conditions. Everyone's going again.
Back into the race here.
Behind. The midfield is spread out a bit. The gaps are all over 1 second.
Irons
on Zola right now.
Building again.
They're pushing Zola through the corners right now. He's gonna try to get by him soon. Through Castle now. Chasing him through here. Getting nose to tail almost. This is bringing Pengu back into the fight with them. The Alfa Romeos are trying to recover for a pretty poor day, shall we say, so far. He's all over the back. Galman is all over the back of Zola right now. And there's a yellow flag in Sector 2, and it is Windex and Dragon. And Dragon is spun without his front wing. What has happened here?
Oh
Windex
my!
has no damage. Like,
no, damn it! No, Dragon's missing his front wing.
Dragon's front wing is completely gone. It looks like he's gotten moving again. As we jump back on board with Galminder and Zola. Galminder getting back past the straight line. Can Zola get back at him? Is he getting in the slipstream? But no, he does not have.
Oh, that's another yellow. I think Dragon is having
another yellow
problem getting turned around.
And Dragon is in the escape room.
And Dragon has retired
on track.
from
he
the
is retired
session.
on track. Dragon has retired on the track in the escape road. And this has brought out... No safety car. He's in the escape road castle, but there's no safety car. We're still under green conditions here, as Moist is well in the DRS range of XRL Irons here.
We've got Irons, Moist, Gallimanter, and Zola just... That's the front four right now, and it looks to be a pretty interesting fight.
The Alfa Romeo's day has been getting worse and worse as it gets. As they say, when it rains, it pours. But can Pengu bring it back for them in P5 right now? Challenging for P4. Zola's not having a good time.
Let's see if Moist can redeem that early thing for Flavor. Let's see if he can...
Moist has the pace on Irons in this late stage. There may be a change for lead here very soon.
He may get he's probably going to get DRS down the main straight, and that's going to completely bring him a lot closer to Irons.
May bring him past.
But Irons does have that battery advantage, so that is also something that Moist needs to look out for.
And Pengu and Zola are still running very close together behind.
And it looks to be that Moist is going to get DRS on Irons. I mean, he's going to be able to fight him down this straight.
He will. He's deploying his battery too. He's still on medium. He's not using overtake just yet. He's not looking.
Irons is trying to use that battery to pull ahead before he gets that DRS. But the slipstream and the DRS are just finding him so much time.
And none of them are deploying their battery haze.
He may be able to make it stick down the second straight, honestly.
And behind, Zola and Pengu fighting. Zola keeps his position. He goes defensive. Pengu's right behind him, hounding him right now.
Moist has got that. Oh, that's a DNF
and
from
Windex is
Windex.
DNF. He's hit.
Oh, Moist is gonna go for it on irons. I hate to interrupt the. Moist takes P1.
And Moist gets by him in the DRS. He's still not using. None of them are using their ERS. They are still just going tip for tap on medium deployment. But Irons has over 30% more. Irons is not out of this just yet. As behind, Pengu and Zola still run 4th and 5th.
And we've got Irons just in P2. He's going to look to fight back, but he's losing time now. He's losing time to Moist. Yeah, he's losing like a 10th right now. I think those tires are starting to get to him, and he's having to take it slowly. Yeah, and he's completely out of Moist DRS.
Moist is pulling away here. I'm not shocked. Irons has been dominating this entire race so far. Moist is out of a second within one sector.
And he's still holding that second. I mean, beautiful turn. Okay, Moist is... No, Moist is back down, or Irons is back out of Moist DRS. I don't think he'll get the DRS down the main straight.
He won't. But further behind, Zola and Pengu are still running nose to tail. And this is bringing Zola's teammate Jaleb back into play. He's only 3/10 away from the DRS.
Oh, and
his teammate
Irons taps the wall. Okay, we've got Zola and Pengu going at it right now.
Zola and Pengu. Pengu goes into the back. He's not deploying his ERS just yet.
Zola's trying to use that ERS to get however much of a gap he can. Because he knows that DRS and that slipstream is broken. He is going to... Pengu's going to make the overtake, but Zola has the inside line, and Zola pulls back out ahead.
Oh, and his teammate Jaleb now. Oh,
Jaleb's pressuring him.
Jaleb nearly went into the wall. Snake is coming back now on those new mediums.
Snake's finding his groove now.
Zola's defending very nicely right now, and his teammate is coming back into play very, very fast.
And he honestly is he's catching Gallivanter.
They're catching Gallivanter. This may be a battle for a podium here soon.
And seems to be that Moist is just gonna walk away with this.
Moist has pulled he's pulling a second every lap right now. Moist is walking away with this win. Where's this race pace come from? That's my guy. That's the guy I pulled the win here. Where does his pace come from? He was spun at the end of lap 1, remember that. Back down to P9, maybe last, and he's back in the lead now, pulling 2.5 seconds on...
Moist said he was taking the gloves off, and he was not kidding.
And Zola's nearly in the walled castle. This battle is still not over yet.
Zola is still gaining on Gallivanter, which is still good, but Jaleb is going to be pressuring... Oh, and I think there's nearly in the contact.
There's a contact. And Pengu backs out, and now it's a Mercedes 4-5.
Mercedes 4-5, and now Zola can... Oh, and Pengu.
Pengu cuts the corner very, very hard.
I'm thinking that now that Zola doesn't have to worry about Pengu all over his rear, I mean, he can now focus on catching Gallivanter, which he's doing quite efficiently. Gallivanter's also catching Irons, which is...
Gallivanter has damage, because they have caught 1.5 seconds in one lap. He does not have damage. These Mercs are flying out here.
These Mercs are making the best of a bad situation, and I mean, they're doing it nicely. Jaleb doesn't seem to want to put pressure on his teammate, instead just tries to help him get through.
Speaking of flying, Snake is catching 3 seconds a lap to the back of these three right now, Hayes. This is going to get very close soon in the battle for the podium.
This is going to be an incredible fight for the last lap. I think Zola's teammate may be about to go for the overtake on the final straight.
Let's see, he's using his ERS there. Right now,
yeah, Zola lets him through. He knows he's faster, so he just lets him through.
This is a battle for the podium potentially here if they do catch Gallivanter by the end of the race, but I'll tell you, Snake is catching very, very fast. He's
yeah, Snake was like 3 seconds away, but now he is back just flying.
Like flying along here.
And he's even using battery. He's saving it for when he gets to the cars, which is amazing racing.
10 seconds of Gallivanter, and Jaleb is kind of struggling with the castle, leaving all over the place. They've lost over 2 seconds.
They're trying to cast the Iron Curtain over P6 and P7, but it seems that P7 is just coming out of nowhere with this pace. That's a yellow flag. That's Gallimanter.
Yellow flag. It's Galminator. So this will be a battle for the podium here with Jaleb and Zola. Galminator in the wall.
The final corner are going to be like right there at him.
This will be a battle for the podium very soon here. This is going to get very, very dicey.
Does Gallimanter have any damage from that incident? It doesn't look like he does.
Snake is arriving on scene. Snake is arriving on scene. This is going to be a four-way battle for the podium here if they can catch up.
Gallimanter using all of his battery right now.
He has no more left in the tank in terms of battery. He will be very, 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 very
Wait,
silver.
whoa! Moist and Irons into the pits!
And Moist and Irons, they pit! Their mediums will not go to the end. They pit and Peng. These three are still back at it. Peng
and Moist makes the decisive blow and gets the jump off Irons.
Iron comes up behind everybody.
Oh, and there's a big incident.
What is going on? What is going on? Who spun is Jaleb. He spun.
Zola is up into the podium places, setting after Gallimanter and Moist.
What is going on here, Hayes? On lap 20, it's all kicking off. It is all going.
Now they are going to start fighting to get these positions. Zola leaving no room for error on that wall. Snake catching Irons on those kind of old mediums. This is just insane.
Moist on the new sauce will be hounding after Gallimanter right now. I wonder if Gallimanter can hold on for the rest of the laps. Last 6 laps, there's only 2 seconds between them, but that will not.
Zola's trying to take advantage of Irons and Snake, who are going to be fighting, and he's kind of gaining time on them.
Ooh, this is going to come down to the last laps, I'll tell you what. Very close between these guys.
Moist just pushing with all of his might to get. Oh, and there's a caution somewhere. That's Jaleb and Pingu.
They're together again. These two have came together twice in this one lap, and Jaleb has a 5-second penalty for it.
That's Pingu.
I wonder what's happened between them.
Pingu has the 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Jaleb. Wow, it is just not going the way of the Alfa Romeo today.
Yes, the Alfa Romeos have had a very, very torrid time.
Boy, Gallimanter really regretting all of that ERS usage now that Moist is starting to catch him.
Oh, this is going to go on to the last laps as Irons does have DRS on Snake here.
Oh, but Gallimanter spins!
And Gallimanter has spun, or he spun on the pit lanes in battle for second now.
And Zola's going to go through, and Zola now has 2 bumpers between
and Iron pits again. Iron pits again, he has damage.
Oh no, this is just going down the drain for the Ferrari.
Zola's P2. As long as Moist keeps it clean, it will seem like he has his win in the bag.
Snake pushing on Gallimanter. They are wheel to wheel, and Gallimanter locks up.
Gallimanter, he locks the rears.
Zola does have the ERS advantage on Snake, though. This is going to come down to the literal last lap. Those hards are going to be able to hold on, and those mediums are going to start falling off soon.
As long as Moist keeps it clean, he has his win in the bag here in Hayes. This is looking very, very wrapped up now for P1, but P2 is still not over just yet.
This is complete and utter, like, this is insane for Moist, who was in last at one point, is all the way up to first. And Zola from P7 all the way up to P2. My pick to get a podium or win this race. Zola does have the ERS advantage on Snake. Will it become useful, or will Snake catch him, is the question.
Yep. Okay. It's almost done. There's 5 laps. It's 5 minutes.
Snake and Gallimanter are going to be, or Snake and Zola, excuse me, are going to be right there. There's another yellow flag for Pingu, who's into the wall, and his wing is gone.
He is. And so the Alfa Romeos have had such a rough time today.
And Snake overtakes Zola, but he's blinking that battery, using all he can, and Zola's going to be able to fight back on this second straight. Because Snake just had all that. Pingu still. Zola's going to be able to fight back right now.
Yes,
Snake has no battery to use, and Zola is going to start gaining and gaining and gaining, and Zola's going to get the move.
And he goes on the inside. Can he get the stop in time? He
I
does.
think Pingu that's a retirement on track from Pingu.
It is. He may have crashed, but we do not know. We did not get to witness it. Zola and Snake are still going tip for tap here.
Zola and Snake, they both want P2, but it's just a push to get it.
Oh, this is far from over. 4 laps left. This 4/10, 2 seconds between the top 4 or the top for the fight for second. So Galminator is close back up to them, even with that spin. He has the pace to contend for this podium again. Can Zola hold on? Will Snake get by? Can Galminator reclaim what he
Snake,
lost?
he's gonna have the ERS disadvantage here, and those tires are starting to get worn down. Those mediums are gonna be getting worn down from all this pushing he had to do.
This battle for second is.
It's gonna be a 5/10 gap, no 4/10, 3/10 gap coming to the final straight. I think that Moist sets the fastest lap of the race with a 1:44.799. Snake is going to try to get the move early, going to use all of that battery, but knows that he can fight back at him, and that he doesn't need to worry. He just needs to get in that slipstream, and that's exactly what Zola's doing. Snake's got all that top speed and has to slow down, and Snake just...
I'll tell you what, Zola's battery is not looking good either here, Hayes. He only has 10% more, and Galminator behind they're all low on battery.
But Snake makes a little bit of a mistake. Gallimantor, Irons, and J-Lab in a 3... Or no, just Gallimantor and...
Zola's going back for the move now. Galminator's nearly spun behind.
Zola makes the move stick again.
He gets him back, same thing. He got Snake the same way last lap. He gets him back this one. They're still going tip for tap.
Zola's showing why being ahead down the front straight is bad. He's showing it.
As Snake thought about round the outside there, he pulled alongside, but he backed out of it. Oh, and Zola's in the wall. He taps the wall.
Snake's gonna back out of it though. That would have been a really risky overtake.
Very difficult to break for this section here. He thought
Snake being really patient. He's trying to preserve his mediums while also trying to fight Zola. This is all giving time for Gallimantor to catch up, which is going to put pressure on Snake even more.
Gallimantor's been making an abundance of mistakes so far. He needs to keep it clean if he wants to get by these two to reclaim P2. It'd be a nice drive from Galminator if he can reclaim P2 here. Zola's having a brilliant drive right now, and he's close to the wall.
And we can just go ahead and say that unless Moist has a terminal DNF, he's got this in the bag. He's over.
Ran away with it. 20 seconds in the lead. What a drive from him. P13 after lap 1 after that spin.
Okay, here we go.
In the lead by lap 24.
Zola having a disadvantage in battery right now, but Snake's gonna blink all of his to get past him again. But I don't think Snake has learned. I think being ahead here is not the good thing. Gallimantor's going to do it too. Gallimantor's going to be pursuing Snake. Can Zola get the double overtake here? Because Snake is not going to have the DRS, but Gallimantor is. Gallimantor not having good battery. Snake and Gallimantor down on battery compared to Zola.
Iron just caught 5 seconds in that lap. Irons might be back for more by the end of this.
Zola is going to be pushing. Zola's going to play the patient game. He's going to play the waiting game for them to start getting in a fight, and then he's going to go for the overtake on the final laps.
This is going to go right down to it. It's going to go right down to the final lap. As long as Moist keeps it clean, it's over for the win. But this this P2 battle is not over.
These final few laps are crucial. Any mistake from any of the drivers can completely and utterly cost their win chances.
This is a brilliant battle for P2. Brilliant driving from these drivers here.
These drivers giving it their all on this track. Not wanting to settle for anything lower than what they want.
Lower than what is...
Zola's out of the DRS. Zola's out of the DRS.
Oh, he is. Snake shook the DRS. Galvany does not have DRS. He'll be under attack from Zola shortly. Or, whoops, my bad. Galvanator shook the DRS.
Zola's got to use his battery to try to get in DRS, or he's just looking bad. I mean, Gallimantor's just showing his pace. Gallimantor said it's not over yet.
Oh, but if they fight too hard, Zola will be brought back into this. So Galminator's saying, "Oh, into the wall!"
Oh, and that's Zola out!
Behind him. They're all out. They're all out. Irons is back on the podium. The battle for second is over. Oh, the wall.
Oh no!
That we were
The
talking about this
tragedy
entire
for
time.
Gallimanter and Zola.
Oh, that's so unlucky, so unfortunate.
It's just too late for a safety car.
It was gonna go down to the final lap, but that infamous wall we were talking about this entire session has claimed 2 more that were fighting for the podium. Oh, it's so unfortunate for Zola. Got claimed innocent.
That has got to hurt just the pride of the egos. Or the pride and just the confidence.
He was in for the podium there, Hayes. Oh, it's so unfortunate. As the gaps are now spread out significantly, we jump on board on Moist, our race leader. He's cruising. A Verstappen level performance here from Moist, coming back from
just leaving the grid. But I mean, Irons may not be out of this. Any error from Snake, and Irons may be able to take advantage of it.
Irons is still pushing behind Snake, but we can say for now, very, very confidently that P1 is all wrapped up in the present and over. Moist, what a drive from him. One more lap.
Yeah, Moist, this is just all going the way of McLaren right now. If he performs this way in the X2 season, then I mean, this is a possible championship contender.
Oh, what a drive from P13 and lap 1. It's reminiscent of Checo and Buck in Bahrain 2020.
We started with 13 drivers on this grid, and only 4 are going to finish.
Oh, I told you there'd be a lot of carnage here, a lot of chaos. And has it delivered?
The podium,
Moist
pretty much.
Lap here.
This is just...
Oh, what a race! Moist cruising to the end.
And just look at the gap between every single car.
Yeah, the race is wrapped up here as long as nobody else hits the barriers. It is the final lap. The gaps are big. There's no need to be pushing anymore. But we had so many stories that could have been. Windex's comeback drive from last. There was a Merc strategy masterclass.
Yeah, this was
Iron to the pit stops. Oh, there was so many stories. But this is how it shakes out as
this
Moist
is how the race
1
is going to end with Moist. He's going to be coming through Sector 2, and he's just going to claim this win because there's literally no one that can challenge him.
He's cruising. He is cruising home. Victory lap. Wave to the fans. It's over here, folks.
Stop at the finish line, take a drink of champagne before he even gets the bottle.
Oh, what a drive.
This has been a race where no one's prediction went well.
I predicted Moist to win at the start. I'll claim the profit title. I'll claim something. I won something.
Yeah, he won something here, but these drivers are surely going to be upset, and I can already assume that tensions are going to be up. But coming to the line, it was just the dominance from him. XRL Moist wins the XRL X2 exhibition.
What a drive. Oh, from spun on lap 1 to P1 by 25 seconds. Utter dominance from Moist here.
I think, do you want to do interviews from the drivers, like Zola, maybe?
I don't have the time, unfortunately, but...
unfortunately, but...
Maybe for the main season, we might get some people in here, maybe comment on the races, what they were feeling. Because Moist must have been feeling frustrated. The Snake comes home for P2, Irons for P3 to round out the podium. Our final finisher, J Laband, is rounding the final real turn now. Oh, what a race.
Yeah, it was just a race from the start. I mean, it was just chaotic.
Track never improved.
Yeah, we've got XRL Zola here.
Right. The medium, the hard's never went above 92, 94. That was the max event, and the mediums only went to 85, 86, and the soft only went to 98 degrees. No one could get any hotter. The track basically never improved or evolved.
Oh.
It was like our practice lobby in the rain on 6.
Have you included your audio?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Oh, that can be the comment on that lap. You were fighting for the podium in P2.
It was like basically doing OTC on Stone Cold tires.
I mean, it's only the exhibition at least for you guys, but...
I mean, this wasn't the actual season. So we've got plenty of room for improvement. Maybe Azerbaijan may be just a really dangerous track in this game.
I've got a funny feeling this is a glitch in the game because I've never seen the qualifying and the race be the same track temperature and the same weather conditions, unless you fixed it. Like when you look, this is a lot of weather forecast, but and it was on clear. It was clear.
Here is our
even the weather forecast said it was supposed to be sunny.
Here is our final few. We've got XRL Moist from P to P1. He was in last at one of the opportunities. We've got XRL Snake P2. We've got Irons P3. His race just, I don't even know what happened. It just got
unfolded after that.
Yeah, it unfolded.
When he came up
J-Leb P4, and then the rest are just DNFs. I mean, it was.
Oh, what a race!
It was carnage.
That is it. That is it for the exhibition in Azerbaijan. We'll see you all next week for X2 Round 1 at Bahrain, 5 p.m. BST. Don't want to miss it. I assure you it'll be just as good, if not better than this one here. But that is it for the stream. We will catch you all next time.